Kitchen Room Production.
And on the mic, we have the freshly exfoliated.
Yeah, get close to that, Carter.
I think he ran out and got a haircut in the last half hour or
He's
so.
fresh foliated.
Salute to, first of all, to flip the script and coming to Mount Vernon, and it's
course,
just a
man.
blessing. And
Sounds a lot further than it is. It's closer than going to
first of all,
Dinko D.
just salute to you guys.
Thank you,
Let's
sir.
give these guys a round of applause.
Oh, thank you, man.
Doing
Appreciate
the
it.
best
Applause for us.
Thank you.
hip hop, and we've been running around doing these indie records since the 90s. Like, I never would have imagined anything like this.
Really? Yeah, me
In
either.
1995,
Me either.
94.
Especially a lot of the
Putting up
corners.
stickers
Definitely, right?
on the 4 train or the 2 train.
That's all it was. That's all we knew, man.
Yeah. So thank you for coming to Mount
Of
Vernon.
course, man. Of course.
And thank you for our audience. We have a group of friends and family.
Shout
and
everybody
just
out, man.
My parents and just,
definitely.
just my former principal who's here, who trained me. Just everybody, I thank you and salute to all of y'all. Just give
Definitely.
them a round of applause.
No
before
doubt.
we
Clap it up.
start.
Real applause. Real applause.
Applauso.
But it's crazy, like, talking about, the 90s, putting records out the way, the way things worked back then as opposed to now. But then all of a sudden, you've just become, like, extremely busy once again. It's like you're doing it all over again. But it seems like even, like, on a bigger scale, even at this point.
I attribute that to my son, Carta P.
He's your motivation?
He changed my life. I feel like I'm just a new person. Music has always been my passion. We talked earlier when you guys came. You talked to my parents. I mean, that's all that was in this house was music, and kind of like when adulthood hits you, you kind of go on a different path. But
Some people, unfortunately.
well, those bills don't stop.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of forever
Child support
adolescents out
doesn't
there,
stop.
no doubt.
But I don't know. It was like when my son was born. I think I was telling Teo. I had a different inspiration. I went to California and I was stressed out and I was on the beach and I
Stressed out on the beach.
Well, I was broke, but I just said, let me just go to California.
Well,
I was in
that'll
Santa
do it.
Monica. And Parental just kept sending me tracks. And I said, let me open this third email. And I don't know. I swear to God, I looked up at the sky and I just felt like God was talking to me like, you got one more chance.
Like you said, the more we live and the more we experience as we grow, it shows in the music, and it definitely shows in your music. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely making quality hip hop for adults that have actually lived through some shit, and that's kind of rare nowadays, right? People feel like they got to stick to a certain template. It's okay to make things about real life, music about real life stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I had the inspiration to come back and Parental was sending me the tracks, it's just like, well, what am I going to talk about? I mean, you could tell I never sold crack.
Right.
You missed out. Let me tell you.
I mean, listen. It's a good time, man.
Let me tell you,
Listen, bro.
I had a 500 Benz when I was 16.
I know crack.
But let's be honest, we all knew the guy that had like the great family and had everything, and then they were out there. Like some people did what they had to do, you know what I mean? But then there was people that were like, I'm like, why are you out here? Like, go home and get in your pool.
Right.
But anyway. I mean, it is what it is.
So you drop A Beautiful Mess. Did you have this project in the chamber, just waiting?
That's a good question. So, with A Beautiful Mess, I was in France consistently, I don't know, probably every other month.
Well, I got the best soaps out there, you know what I'm saying? They got the best.
They don't use soap.
They don't use them?
use soap.
Oh, man, a jab to the French. We heard about
But shout out to my man, Maxone. I was in France, on a humble one time, and I was hanging out at a record shop, and he came up to me and he tapped me on my shoulder. He said, "Can I have your autograph?" Huh? And he was like, "Well, I'm going to, can you sign my autograph and maybe we can exchange Instagram posts and maybe we can do something." Maxone, he gave me his Instagram information and we went back and forth, and it was right when the corona hit, maybe like the end of February. He sent me a beat folder and he said, "Do you think we can do something?" And I was like, today means everything.
And where'd you meet him at? You met him
I
while
met
you
him
was
in
out there?
France.
In France.
I was sitting right over there on where my mom is at right now.
Right.
And he sent me the beat folder and he said, "Do you think we can do something?" And I was watching the news, like how the news is on right now. And he said, "Do you think we can do something?" And honestly, like late February, early March, I thought the world was about to be over with the corona.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well,
you're
if you watch the
DJ
news, it's over.
You're working with DJ Parental out there.
yeah, but
And you met him at the same
yeah,
time?
it was through Parental. I met Max
Oh,
One.
okay.
So that's why everything is through Parental. So
So
without
kind of
him,
went back to back.
yeah. So when he sent me the joint and he was like, "Can we do something?" I was like, "Yes."
Right.
And let me just give a shout out to my man Fred Ones, because when New York City shut down Guerrilla Grooves,
I know that guy.
TME.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Ones said, "When do you want to record? Come in, fuck the rules.
Yeah.
New York City is shut down, but
We're here.
let me know."
And I know what you said. You said as long as Rhinoceros Funk isn't there.
Because I know that guy got something.
No, but Fred was
Yo,
so
shout out to
gr-
Fred,
Oh
man.
man,
What up, Fred?
Dope.
Engineer, DJ, graffiti artist, beat maker.
He's so humble,
Incredible.
not like our DJ.
I'm
he did
extremely high.
everything,
What you talking
and
about?
without him, it was just like, well, this project probably wouldn't come out until October. But he said, "Fuck Corona,
Yeah.
fuck Cuomo."
Well, the whole Bronx is saying fuck Corona. Have you seen the Bronx?
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say-
yeah. It was Fred Ones though. Like if it wasn't for him opening up his studio and saying, "Carter, like I got you."
Well, they got a dope setup over there.
Yeah.
They got, you know, what they got over there is dope.
Yeah, and I appreciate Fred Ones. Like he made this project happen.
Word.
And you know, it was in the midst of a pandemic. People were dying, and he said, "I just want to do some dope hip hop, Carter. Come through."
That's what's up.
And he made it happen. So Fred, salute,
Shout out
Guerrilla
to Fred.
Grooves,
And that's
TME.
this- that's
and
this
that's why I named the project TME.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I caught that, right?
yeah, it was like
the
through his
studios.
studio TME,
Yeah.
but I had the inspiration. Like I thought it was over. Like today means everything. Like we got to make shit happen now.
So, but Max One did every
You get what
joint.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Max
getting
One
it,
did every
yeah.
joint on the album, though?
He did every joint.
Okay.
He sent me the email right there, late February. Fred and I went back and forth, and he said, "Carter, I got you." So I'm like, "Oh, TME Studios." I'm like, today means everything.
It was meant to be.
Today means everything was each project that I do is a snapshot of my life.
Yeah.
And at that time, I really thought the world was over. I had a lot of friends that I had lost. I had a lot of relationships that I was done with. I was ready to move on.
Said Corona's here. I'm done with you.
Yeah, I'm done with you. And I'm ready for something new.
Wasn't that such a good excuse, though?
It was a great excuse.
Say, listen.
And that's
Like,
why
look,
today means everything. I'm done with you. But part of today means everything was I always wanted to bring back the whole environment of Mount Vernon. And look at this
It's
is Mount
here.
Vernon in effect right
Yeah.
here. We
Live
got
in
the
effect.
mayor who just walked in the building.
Mayor's here.
Mayor's
So
here. Stash everything.
the first track Max One sent me was So Mount Vernon.
Oh, yeah.
And
That
when
I
heard
played.
it, I was like, oh, I'm so Mount Vernon. I grew up on the north side, Sheridan Ave. At 16, I had my own ride. It made it easy for me to get to the south side. And you on Sheridan Ave right now.
Okay.
So we starting with that. Is that what you're saying?
Let's start with So MV, and we got the mayor of Mount Vernon.
Oh, really?
in
Clap
the
it up for the
house
mayor,
right
everybody.
there.
Clap it up, man. What mayor visits a hip hop show?